Live chat. Hello, everybody. JD here from Dactyle Gaming. Well, welcome back. I don't know what happened there. Something happened with the internet just after I was praising everything, how well everything's been working. The internet craps out. I don't know what happened, so we'll start all over again. So, you know, everything's looking solid now. So we'll leave it at that. You know, I don't know what happened. Yes, Miss Jen, I'm back. Believe it or not, the internet went down in the building. Yeah. I'm talking away and I look up and it's like, yeah, after I'm giving all this praise to OBS working fine and everything else, and yeah, the internet dies. So, lost all my connections and everything, but we're back now with episode 2.2, I guess. Right where we left off, bringing home 16,000 liters worth of fertilizer. Now we got to go back and get seeds. Really, really sad that that happened. Because I'm going to run out of money again. I don't think $1 million is enough to start up a farm, even though I didn't really buy much. I bought this tractor, and I bought that seeder, and I bought 2 plots of land. And now I'm trying to get the stuff we need to make the farm with. Oh boy. Not good, not good. I just hope I have enough lime. I really do. Because, well, the lime wasn't so expensive. The fertilizer and the seed are the real expensive part. But I have to lime all the fields. They've already got their first round of fertilizer. So if we I want to get the grass and stuff in, and then we can start mowing the new. No, the 2 fields that I gotta cut grass on, that'll be next. We'll get as much grass into the silage maker, and while I'm cutting grass, we'll hire a worker to plant my fields. As long as I can get them done today. The only problem is the grass cutting's going to be slow as hell because we need the big tractor to pull the seeder, and the little tractor, he's not so happy pulling that big mower. But is what it is. It's what the used shop is for. I'm almost tempted already to go back and buy the other one of these that's in the shop. That's in the fertilizer, wheat, barley. Do I not just have one for seeds? Yep. Seeds. Let's see how expensive this is and how much we get. Money going down. Oh, yuck. That is a low. Well, we do have $157,000 worth of silage in the silage. So we're not dead in the water yet. But I am spending more than I really wanted to. Now, like I said, should I go in here and buy? No, see, that's 200 grand. That leaves us $25,000. But it's another one exactly like what we got. And, you know, it kind of gets us where we need to be. And then we'd have two of these big tractors. But I'm not. Nope, 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 not going to happen. Anything new come in? Nope. Still the last thing is that big loader. Nothing yet. Okay. Alright, well, we'll get all this into... That floating piece is going to drive me bonkers. Aliens! What scares me... is I'm not going to have enough line. If I don't line the fields, I'm not going to get as good of a crop. We'll grab this, and I better be able to fill out of our storage container there. I'm going to be a little unhappy. R. Solid fertilizer, okay? and not get it over far enough. Why won't it fill? All right, Jen, thanks for popping in. Why won't it fill with seeds? Okay, thanks, Jen. Thank you. Why won't you fill? Filled up with solid fertilizer. Or well, why won't it fill with seed? Well, I know I need to fill it. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you just got to be in the right spot. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so now we can shut you off. Don't need you no more. Let's run over and grab you. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I really don't know if I'm going to have enough. Maybe my fields are going to be too big. I don't know. Really don't. But my cedar's full. My cedar's full. I don't have to fertilize because it'll fertilize as I seed. So that'll be alright. Because we didn't get through, like, we got 1.5 passes on 8,000 liters. It's kind of scary. Yeah, it's using a ton of lime. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the end. This is crazy. Why is it using so much lime? Wow. This is nuts. Oh. I don't know if I bought enough lime. And we're running low on money. No. Don't get as good of a yield. I think this is going to be a little bigger than 40, which sucks. Yeah, not far enough. There we go. I'm going to have a lot of overlap, but that's okay. Okay. Control Z. Oh, Control Z. That should be enough. Hoping I got enough to finish this in here. Trying not to waste a ton of it. Okay, this field's done. How's my production doing here? Grass. Oh, we got 646. How much lime do we got going on? Oh, nice. That's running good. Oh, 1,000 liters of rocks is 4,000 lime. Oh, okay, we should be all right then. Okay, we should be all right. Oh, I didn't realize I got that much lime out of the rocks. Okay. Oh, well, that's good news. Because how much lime do I have left in here? Only 45. We've used half the lime I bought. That's ridiculous. Oh, wow, that is crazy. Okay, what is this guy doing here? No idea what he's doing. Control Z. Hopefully that's getting everything. Looks like it. Maybe not. Well, that's a big waste of lime. Hopefully I got enough to finish this off. I probably don't. Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a little wastage there. I'm just gonna peel out of here, I think. Control Z. Let's get to the widest we can. Do, 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 do. Let's go get the other one going. Do, do, do. Wonder if I'm gonna have enough to even make it. See how much I use in one pass. I have a feeling it's almost going to be a full one for one length. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, it's not taking as much over here. Let's go and roll you, refill you, and we'll refill the tractor and this thing. Oh wow! Do 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 do. This is a lot of lime. Holy crap! Do 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 do. Oh, what am I doing? Keep wanting to go there. Fill you up. Close you off. Well, we should have enough lime because all we got to do is down to the end and then fill up again, down to the end, and all the fields will be limed up, and we should be ready to go. Do, 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 do. Luckily, as we're planting, we'll be all right. Now, I guess the question is, do we plant everything else back as grass? Or do we put fields in and that smaller field can become grass? Well, we'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. We may extend that one field, because now that we've bought it, I can go and cut all the grass, make a bunch more silage, and make a bunch more money. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Whoops, wrong button. Escape. How much do I have lime left? Still 34,000. Okay, so we're doing all right. But we ain't got much rocks left, so luckily this is the last pass for lime. Do-do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. Hey Taylor, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to No Man's Land. Just getting our freshly made fields all done up and ready to go. We've done the rock plow, the plowing, the rock picking. Now it's the lime, and time to put some crops in the ground. And that is done. Now, that's not bad. We still got 1964 in the tank. It's not great. Doing well, Taylor. Doing well. Glad you're back. Hopefully you. While you were gone, you were. It was nothing that was bad or anything. Hopefully it was just you had other things going on and weren't around much. Hopefully everything with you is good. Alright, let's go. Come on, back up. Gee. Oh, do. I forgot to lower it. That's why it wouldn't come off. Do. Do. Yep. I'm from Edmonton, so I know I like my August long weekend. It's great. It's an extra day off, so I don't mind that at all. Alright, let's shut you off. Let's get out. Oh, I forgot I don't have it turned on. There we go. Get that into there. Do. Well, that's cool. So you know all about our wet weather we're having this year. This year's been pretty crazy. We've had storms galore. All right. What are we planting? Silage. Well, it's not good pricing till January. Okay, so everything's fertilized. All the stones are picked. Where is... I thought I had seasonal growth on. Save. Maybe I didn't. Alright. There we go. Alright, so it's October. So we can plant wheat, barley, and grass. Well, I guess we're gonna do some wheat. Why? Wheat. I think we will put... wheat in the big field. Hey, Sir D, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks. Ouch. Wasn't expecting that. It's been a while since I've used this thing. So I'm going to reposition this. Crab walk steering. Holy crap. I thought I was bad with articulating tractors. You know what? I'm going to start on the other end and work my way this way. I have a feeling I might do better that way. I think I got myself too ahead of myself. There we go. That looks better. Wrong way. Oh, let's get it planted. Currently working in Thunder Bay. Yeah, I imagine down there it's been pretty wild as well, right there off the coast and stuff. Or not, that's not quite the coast, is it? Uh, but yeah, we've been so wet here. It's not even funny. Um, since they started collecting records, we have had the wettest summer ever. It just the amount of rain here in Edmonton and storms just about every night, every second day that are quite brutal. And yeah, it's been interesting, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna set this on a worker quickly. I have to step away. I need some coffee, and I need a bio break. So give me a minute. I will be right back. Oh, don't tell me my tractor's gonna go rogue while I'm away. That's always my biggest worry in Farming Simulator. AI is cool in some ways, but I'll tell you, in others, it can cause a massive heap of trouble. It looks like he's doing alright. So really, we should probably jump in this one. Now that I got a proper weight on the front. And go and cut some grass. Grass is getting pretty long. Again. Now, I don't recall. Okay, so all of 27 and all of 28 we can pretty much cut. Nice. Okay, well. Hey, Halfos, welcome in, welcome in. B. V. And let's go. Unfortunately, this is going to be slow. This tractor's... I don't have enough power in this tractor. Really, to be mowing with this. I need the other one. But it don't have enough power to pull the seeder either. This is great for rock picking and doing little things like lime and fertilizer. That's it. But oh, really? That's cool, Hassels. What map did they create? So I like checking out new maps. Oh, this is gonna suck trying to cut this with this machine. Oh. Yeah, this is not gonna be a fun time trying to... Hopefully we can skirt that tree. Yep. Oh boy, oh boy. Skirt this tree. Trying to follow the mini map in the bottom, so we stay in our field, so we can collect all of this. Yeah, unfortunately I gotta do the mowing though. We've already taken out $1 million loan, and as you can see, we ain't got a ton left. So unfortunately I gotta do some mowing. And believe it or not, it's one of the few things in Farming Simulator I really like doing, is mowing the grass, collecting it. Some people like it, some don't. Okay, I'm gonna guess that is about as far over as I want to get. We are gonna go out and find you and go book. Yep, you're gone. Just like that. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's one of the ways to do it in this game is your goal orientated ones. For sure. Oh, this thing's gonna hate this. Any kind of hill. And this tractor just doesn't have the power it needs. But it's what we could afford because it was on sale. We bought it used. You know, we only had so many dollars. I didn't get the other tractor. Yeah, you can DM me his link. That would be great. Let's just turn you off for a second. Let's go see how my... Oh, he's all done. Okay, wheat is done. Send it to me in a DM, please, Halfos. Please. Alright. So wheat is done. Should we do some barley or more wheat? What sells for the most? Barley. You know what? If I want to do chickens to get eggs, I should probably do wheat. Because I can do grass in the other section. Because I need this tractor, I'm just gonna do this field myself. We don't have enough power with the international to mow properly, so we'll just get this done ourselves. We could probably do some sorghum for the chickens. Oh, probably gonna hit the dam. Oh my god, this crab steering is killing me. I thought I was bad with the other steering on articulated tractors. Oh, probably not going to get that. Probably not good to drive over the rocks, but I did. Thank God it's Farming Simulator. Oh. Oh. Damn it. Yep. Yep. You betcha. Ooh, even this tractor's struggling a bit. Thank you, Hathos. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get this field done quickly here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that other field. Damn it! Wow. I'm driving like a drunken sailor. Jesus, it's crazy. It's been a while. I'm so used to SnowRunner that I'm trying to follow the I think I have my keyboard keys to set up still for SnowRunner because it's been a long time since I played Farming Simulator. I think I still got all my binds set up for Farming Simulator and for SnowRunner, and it's affecting my driving. Well, I'll definitely check them out, that's for sure. Because if they've got a custom map, I'm always interested in something like that. I like custom maps. That's why I like No Man's Land so much, is I can do what I want. You know. Because there's no set. That you have to do this, you have to do this. Do. Do. Why would it mess up your algorithm? Just out of curiosity. I don't think it should mess up your algorithm to watch someone else's. Either that or that's what I've been doing wrong all this time. I'm messing up my algorithm by watching everybody else's games. Oh, wow, I gotta get used to this again. Missing so much. Wow. I need my GPS. But for some reason, I can't put GPS in this tractor. GPS in this game is a absolute game changer. Hey, Farmer Donkey, welcome in, welcome in. Episode 2.2 of No Man's Land. We had an issue earlier where we started episode 2, and about 45 minutes in, the internet lost internet to the building, so we had to start all over again. But that's all right. We got to show off the new custom fields that we've built. You know, we've got a bunch of goodies that we bought. We had to take $1 million loan. Not my favorite thing to do. I like playing the game, but I kind of set myself up for failure, basically. So we had to take out a loan. Uh-oh. I'm not going to be able to do that. We started with one plot of land and not a whole lot of money. So, oops, I guess I could have left that down or lifted that up. Probably would have made my turns easier. But it's been so long since I've really played any farming simulator. I'm forgetting how everything... Oh, you rotten thing. Why did it lift? It was not the button I hit. My fat fingers seem to be screwing things up. And the tractor I bought in the used equipment section, I can't add a GPS. I took $1 million loan because this tractor and this seeder were in the used section. And I needed to buy seeds, I needed to buy fertilizer, I needed to buy lime. And the original 100 and some odd thousand that we started with, I bought a bunch of goodies out of the used sale going, yeah, we should be good. I'll start by making silage. Well, after 2 months, the silage was finally ready and was only worth $180,000. But, oh, speaking of which, it might be time. Okay, no, that John Deere's still in there. The last thing that was... This is the class we bought. There was 2 of them in there, but we bought one of them. Because I've never used one before. Yeah, $1 million. I'm kind of a little bit afraid. I don't know how that's going to work. Chevy dump truck. For $6,000. Now, I don't have one. It's kind of cool looking. But I don't need it. Okay, well, the Chevy dump truck's the last thing, so... Yeah, I've never taken out $1 million loan in a series before. So I don't know how that's going to work. Now, we still have $224,000 left out of that loan. And I'm hoping I don't have to take any more. Vasty, how you doing, buddy? So, I don't know, like, I mean, I've got seeds, I've got fertilizer, I've got lime. I'm making silage, and I just bought 2 pieces of land. So, I'm hoping I can make enough in silage to pay back a whole bunch of it. Oh, it's a custom modded map? Okay, thank you, Hathos. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. So if I go down to my productions, okay, I can turn you off, deactivate. I don't need to spend money on you. So that made me 39,000 liters of lime. The silage, I got 742,000 with 144 grass to go. So I've got about $230,000 in silage. Not a whole lot. And so we got to hold out till January. Okay, this is done. Change over to grass. We still got to buy a combine too, but we're trying to do everything on no, I'm gonna do barley, I think. Just do a small one of barley because I want to collect all the straw and everything. Hey, gaming, how you doing, bud? Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Doing something a little different than the old snow runner. I'm gonna get back into a little farming simulator. And since I have such a tough time with me and 25 getting along, I broke back into 22 because I love the No Man's Land map. Yep, that's what we're doing. farmer. I've got the mod for more items in the used shop, so I'm hoping against hope that will work for me and we can get something in there. Now there is a couple of headers in there right now. Wrong way. This crab steering is really getting me here. But I can control this a little better than I can control articulating tractors, so I'll take it. You know what? Come here. Come here. You're irking me. I have no idea what happened. I didn't do it. And I made these fields and I wasn't sure if I should take the tree and everything out. I probably should have. In the middle and the rock, I didn't want it to be just plain field, so I left that stuff in here. And yeah, I bought a big seeder. Probably not ideal for this little field that I'm doing right now. But I bought the field beside it. So this little field is going to turn into one hell of a big field for just grass for next year. And we'll do a bunch of silage and stuff. And the only problem is I don't... Oh yeah, cut that way too sharp. Thank God this is Farm Simulator. I tell you, if I drove the tractors on the farm like this, my old man would have killed me. I'm glad it's a video game. Although it'd probably be better if I had a steering wheel instead of keyboard and mouse. Because I do have my keyboard all set up for SnowRunner. And I don't remember all the binds that I had when I had my wheel to run Farming Simulator and ATS. Good God, if my dad could see me doing this, he'd kill me. Oh, you know, we didn't have small equipment on the farm. You know, we had an 835 Versatile with 4 wheels on it. We had the 935, or sorry, the 835 had 8 wheels because it had the skinny doubles. The 935 had the big wides like I've got on this. And I can drive an articulated tractor just fine. You put me in an articulated tractor in the video game, and yeah, I'm in trouble. I can't drive it for nothing. Like here, like I mean, I'm just lightly tapping the key, and the damn thing's all over the place. Oh. This is where I missed my wheel. I never should have sold it, but I wasn't playing Farm Sim and I wasn't playing ATS. anymore, so I sold it because I didn't think I'd need it. And now here I am back into playing farming sim. And I thought being on keyboard I'd be okay. And I probably will after playing for a while. Just I'm not used to keyboard and mouse on Farming Simulator right now, and take me a little while to remember everything. And I got BMG Drive, and I've been curious about that game because I've been watching other guys doing some pretty crazy stuff with it. And I kind of wonder if that wouldn't be a neat little game to play around with. You know, again, I'm not overly familiar with the game. I've just watched some other guys do it. But I got it as a gift from my brother. And I've just never played it. Another one that I'm looking at is at Wreckfest. Because I have that. I got it free during a Epic Games deal. And I still missed a piece. A chicken mod. Uh-oh. That's something I wanted to do, was put down a small chicken and do eggs on this one, but for now I want to keep what money I have, just so that there we go. Alright, that should be everything. Okay, everything's fertilized. We have wheat. We have barley. I can go put this away. Because I won't need the seeder for a while. And we are... How much did we use? Half the seed, give or take, and a quarter of the fertilizer. Okay, that's not bad. Just drop it off here for now. Haha. I love Instant Wash. I wish that mod was in FS25. Alright. So where did we leave off? Oh, there they are. Way over there. Oh, do. Yeah, I hear you, Joe, or gaming. My Baba, she would be laughing if she knew I played this and drove the way I am. She would be utterly disgusted with me. Asking what the hell I was doing. Alright. Let's get this out of the way. I can bring it home after. Just park that there. And we can get this onto here. Now let's get some mowing done. Hopefully this has enough power And we can actually get some mowing done. Oh, so much better. Yeah, that little tractor just ain't got what it takes. It ain't got enough oomph. Well, this is supposed to be pushed, not pulled. And that little old, okay, which way are we going here? Which way do we want to go? Be on this side of the tree, I guess. Okay. So where is the edge? Somehow or another I screwed that up real bad. So 270 should be where I want to be. Alright. Let's try this again. So I pretty much want to stay at 270. Doo-doo-doo. Doobie 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 doo. Let's just go. Yoink! Yoink! And I think that one would be the other one I need to get rid of. I should actually cut them down and sell them, but no. I'll do that with the bigger ones. These little ones aren't worth the time. There we go. Okay, so stay at about 270 on the little mini map. That'll keep us in our roughly in our area that we own. All right, let's get all this grass cut. Oh, this is going so much better than when we were using the International. This thing's got way more horsepower. Oh. I'm really tempted to buy the other one of these that's in the sale, but I don't think that's a smart idea. That'll pretty much take up the rest of our money. And I don't want to take out more of a loan than I've already got. $1 million loan's a lot. And I have no idea how much it's going to cost me overnight, because we also ran my productions to make silage and make the lime that we used on the fields. However, the fields are now done. we shouldn't have any issues with that now. Get you out of there. Alright, so this should actually go pretty quickly now. It's just a matter of when we gotta come and pick it all up. But it'll be more grass for our holy crap, I'm gonna run around for an hour trying to get rid of trees. Like I said, if it was one of the bigger trees, I'd probably cut it down. But these little ones, they don't give you anything. And we did buy that sawmill, and, you know, we didn't get a whole lot out of it using it. So, you know, what we cut down all those trees by the yard, and we got very little in wood price back. So, you know, it really wasn't worth it for these little trees, and even some of the bigger ones really wasn't worth it. And we'll just jump out and get rid of these little trees as we're going. Yep. Unfortunately, here's where we come to the long grind of mowing. I mean, at least, oh, wait a minute. Control Y. Front wheel steering. Crab steering. Crab steering. All wheel steering. Front steering. That's all I needed. You know what? Yeah, donkey. So do I. I've had a couple of, downloaded versions for 25 that just really, they don't do it justice, and sadly Alien Jim isn't going to release it for 25, so I had to come back to 22. This is just such a cool map. I really wish Alien Jim had, you know, come back and do this map again. He had so many good maps. He great creator for maps. But this one is just one of those maps, in my opinion, that'll never get old. Love this map. Love everything about it. You know, there's so much you can do. This was actually the first major killer for time for me in FS19. When I got the game, I had watched a playthrough by somebody and went directly to FS19, downloaded this map, and that was the very first map I played and learned everything about Farm Sim. Yeah, I heard somebody had done it without permission, and yeah, it got yanked quick. You can go onto third-party sites and find a kind of copy of it, but it's not good. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. farmer. There, I think this is probably one of, when I was just watching YouTube, one of the greatest maps. Everybody used it. All the guys that I followed and subbed to, they all played on this map. So, you know, it's just one of those iconic maps. Again, I wish someday it would, but I'm not crossing my fingers. I can play it on FS19 and I can play it on FS22, and I will never tire of this map. You know. Oh, really? The good one got pulled within an hour. Wow. I know I seen, I think it was, I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. Please don't take this. I think Gold Gaming was playing. And when I asked about it, just out of curiosity, I was told, yeah, no, it's gone. Nobody's got it. It was pulled, so no chance of getting it. Which I understood, right? Like, I mean, the hours that it took to create this map, I get it. Yeah, that's what I think it was. I think I caught Gold playing it, and that's where I got told that it's a no, it's not available. It's not happening. Like I said, I'm not throwing him under the bus. It's just, that's where I understood that it was a no, don't touch, not being released type thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Gaming. But yeah, this map to me is one of the best. So 25 and me just don't get along. I'm quite happy to troll along in FS22. Yeah, and I get it, and like I said, I completely understand it. You know, without the actual creators, yeah, okay, go ahead and do it. I understand completely why it got pulled and kind of no, don't touch it type deal. And I get it, and I don't have anything bad to say about that, because mods are, if you create a mod, I don't care if it's a tractor or whatever, and it's custom and everything else, you still put your time and effort into it. If you don't want it shared and converted and everything else, I completely agree with that. You know? And we all do. Gaming. We all do. You know? Everybody's got their ideas and everything. I'm all about sharing, because I've seen mods out there that I think are great, but they're all private edits and stuff like that, and not to be shared, and you know, so I take what I'm given on itch and what's available on the mod hub, a couple of modders Facebook pages and stuff, but you know, I'm good with it. Yes, I get it, gaming, and I'm not going to disagree with you. I completely understand that point. Um, Again, I don't have an ounce of say in what does or doesn't happen. I just go with the flow. No, ATS is absolutely horrible. We were back when we all played ATS and stuff. We tried to get help to do a truck in ATS like we did in SnowRunner, and it was like pulling teeth. Yeah, and it's I think it's like that for any game. I know modders for SnowRunner that were out for the beginning no longer have nothing to do with the community, but heaven forbid you make changes and update it and everything else and release it, and people are all over you. So that's why you see so many guys that just have private trucks. Um, like, I mean, I've got a mod pack that was given to me by the creator for SnowRunner. That was all his early learning to mod tweak pack. That was basic in-game trucks that he tweaked for better suspensions and more options and stuff. And everybody lost their mind. You're a shitty modder, blah 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 blah. So he took him down. But because I know him, he made them available if you wanted them. But yeah, some of the gatekeeping in video games, I just don't get it. But again, because I don't make the mod, because I have nothing, no skin in the game, I don't really have a huge opinion on anything like that. I get what I get and I'm happy with it. Now, there are tons of modders on itch that I follow regular. There's some I'm on their Facebook pages. Some of the gamers that I follow, like yourself, I follow along. I see what they're doing, and sometimes you see it and go, "Oh, geez, that's cool." But again, I don't fault anybody for what they do. Space again, I'm not going to disagree. I won't disagree. I don't know what to say. Really, it's, damn it, not paying attention. I was trying to drink my coffee and I missed. Although I'll be honest, I like the tractor a lot better with just front wheel steering, even if it's not as tight a turning radius. But anyway, like I said, I get what I get through ModHub or Itch or the pages that I follow, and I'm fine with it. Like I said, if there's always ways to go back a version like I'm doing with 22, and I get to play the map that I enjoy since 19. Another map maker that I quite enjoy his stuff is Stevie. I think Stevie does some excellent maps. Uh, my only pet peeve with those kind of maps and stuff is when Giants does a update or something and it breaks a map that you've got X amount of hours in and you got to start all over. That bothers me, but that should bother everybody. Oh, do 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 do. Get rid of you. Do do do. I love that hide map objects. I think it's a great mod. Skirt you. You I gotta come back and cut out. You're too big. I'm not gonna hide you. Little ones I'll hide. Big ones I'm gonna come and cut properly. Cut them to length, take them to the wood shop and try and make a little bit of money off them. What map are you doing, Donkey? And gaming, I really appreciate you swinging in, man. That's you're well known out there in the community, and for you to swing in and have this conversation with us, it's great. I love it. One with bananas, and I bet, and a donkey is president. Oh, excuse me. What are you guys' thoughts on the bananas and release? Is that real or was that a joke? Caught me off guard with Gold doing the farm sim news. That threw me a little bit. I was like, okay. Oh, it's been an hour. Hang on. Anything new? A grain cart? Not what I need. Alright, guys. Bananas are real. You guys, I need you to hang out for a couple of minutes here. I need a bio break and some fresh coffee, unfortunately. I will be right back. And we're back. It's a new vineyard style crop, but they are changing the vineyard system. Oh, okay. So is the grape still going to work the same, or? You know, I don't know what it is. The minute I sit down to start streaming, my bladder turns into the bladder of a 2-year-old. No, I don't get it. See you, Vasti. Sorry, man, I missed your messages there. Thanks for hanging out, though. Giving me a little more watch time, which we all know I still need. Get a few more hours in there. We're getting close. do, 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 do. Oh. Not sure the grapes and olives, but the new ones will have a mansion and placed down like a rice field. Oh, that'll be okay. I've watched people do the rice field thing. But I myself have never done it. I did try the fish ponds and stuff. That's kind of cool. I like that. Where you build the ponds and the big storage building to make the mini fish, and you know, that was kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know if the grapes and the olives really took off. Like, I saw people doing it, but I don't think it really became a mainstay of the game, that's for sure. In my opinion. Now, I could be wrong, you know, but I don't see a ton of guys with grapes and olives. Yeah, that's like that's what I mean. Like, I mean, the guys I follow and watch a lot of, you don't see it. I think I tried the grapes here on No Man's Land with just a little field that they give you in 22. I tried it, and you know, I found the machine a little clunky. You know, I just tried it out. I didn't do a big thing about it, but didn't care for the olive thing. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Peanut that did No Man's Land, where in the top left-hand corner of the map, he did a massive grape winemaking thing for a playthrough. But that's really the only people I've seen do it. Yeah, that was me. I tried it just to give it a shot to see what it was all about. Wasn't wasn't my thing. Okay, so I did like the fishing expansion. I thought that was kind of cool. That was a really neat aspect that Farming Simulator put into the game. I quite enjoyed the pools that you made for all the fish that you put from the barn into the pools and stuff. I like that. That was kind of cool. It was different. Granted, people have made that mod before, but having it in game was kind of cool. But as for the grapes and olives, I never really got into it. The coffee I want to check out. But I'd have to buy the expansion pack, and I'll be honest, I bought FS25 on pre-order because, you know, I was really enjoying 22 and 19 and 17, and when 25 released, I just wasn't a fan of it. I've tried the new things they released and stuff, but I like the tornado outfit of 25, the weather, the destruction and stuff. That's kind of cool, but you know, me and 25 have had issues. A lot of the maps I've tried have had issues where using in-game equipment and the grass isn't getting mowed. You know, like, I don't know. It wasn't for, I don't play it enough, I guess, compared to the hours I have in 17, 19, and 22. Yeah, horses that don't poop, that are pretty much, you know, some of my, I know they're easy, but chickens and sheep in this game are, I don't mind at all. I do the cows, making the silage and everything else to do the cow feed and everything. Pigs, I could care less about. Yeah. No, the cows poop. They do the manure. But yeah, I hear you. You know, it's not like you're playing Ark where everything poops. Alfalfa into the game is a base crop. Yeah. I struggled with alfalfa. I had no idea how it all worked the first time I tried to use it. And I thought, you know, alfalfa, you go in, you swath it or mow it, and you know, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is no fun. I made mistakes. Mistakes were made big time. I'll have to check that out. I didn't realize that, Joe. Uh, I'll have to check that out once I'm done. Sneak over and check that out. Uh, uh, yeah. Like, there's so much that they do well. And then when they don't do something well, it's just kind of, you know what I mean? It's a kind of a letdown. Yeah, yeah. Holy cow. There better be a lot of grass here. Because this is... this is a lot. But we're getting there. Like, I mean, it was a lot when I did the first 2 chunks of land we got with the farm. So, you know, I get it. It's going to be a lot. But, you know, this is the way I like to play Farm Sim. It's one-on-one time, and, you know, start small, work your way up. This time I'm trying it with a loan. Like, I mean, I've taken loans before when you want to buy something, but the minute you sell your crop, you pay it off. $1 million, I don't think I'm gonna have enough in crops and silage to pay off at one time. I might, you know, but first I had to get the equipment to make the crops and or make the fields and do the crops. I think once I get some more silage run through, I'm gonna get a sheep pen and a chicken pen down so that I can at least do eggs and stuff. Oops. I'm not too worried about goat milk and stuff. I am nowhere near ready for cows yet, so... but to feed the chickens, I need wheat, so I gotta do at least the first year with no chickens. And like I said, I don't know how much $1 million is gonna be for a loan payment at midnight. Doing good, Jen, doing good. Things have been good. We've got few people in and chatting it up, and chat's going strong. We're discussing Farm Sim and animals that don't poop, and, you know, just regular old shoot the crap type of day. You know, I'm actually surprised many people are even popping in, considering it's a holiday up here in Canada, but it isn't, that I know of, a holiday in the States. So I'm trying to think what other, like, when they did the carrots, there is so much work to do carrots. And the machinery is so small. Like, I mean, that was another, in my opinion, kind of a misstep by Giants. But, you know, I've watched people do it, and they've got great big huge massive fields, and they're using these little carrot pickers and just chugging along, chatting with the people in their chat and doing carrots, 2 rows at a time, 3 rows at a time. I'm kind of curious of how much is going to be here, because when we did the original 2 fields, we got 572,000 liters of grass. Now, when I did the second cut before I made fields, it had only grown for 2 months and it gave me just over 300,000. So I'm curious of how much we're going to get here. We'll find out, because I still have to go and rent a picker to pick all this stuff up. You know, I'm just glad we did buy this tractor out of the used market, because it's been a lifesaver. If I'd have had to do this with the International, oh, I think I'd have given up already. You know, that International is great for doing rock picking and doing the liming and fertilizing, but that's about it. It's just not enough horsepower. Even this one's struggling a little bit. Well, no, I guess not. We're doing 30. Oh, well, welcome in, Muddy Farmer. Thank you, thank you. And welcome back, Hathos. Thanks for dragging another gentleman in here. How about you in Lowride Farmer Stream? Okay, well, I appreciate you joining us, Muddy, and you're welcome to stick around. We've got Farmer Donkey and Gaming with Just Joe. 2 others that do a lot with Farming Simulator in the chat. So, you know. Oh, I did make it. Didn't think I was going to make it around that tree. Thought we were going to run right into it. I got to come and get rid of all of these trees in these 2 fields anyway. Eventually, we'll get there. Just grass is the first thing we got to worry about. And then getting it into the silage maker. I might put a little bit of grass in the silo, in case we do get goats a little, or sheep a little earlier than the chickens. At least then I'll have some grass to feed them. Because if I throw it all in the silage maker, it all gets made up. So might be best to maybe put a little bit away. Oops. Uh-oh. Yeah, I figured out that my tractor's got a two-wheel steer instead of four-way. I can do that now. So that's kind of a bonus for me. I steer much better with two wheels than I do with four. So I'll take it. I will take that any day of the week. Like I said, sometimes I sit here and I watch my driving in this game and go, oh man, my dad and my Baba and Guido and Uncle, they'd kill me if I drove our equipment like this. And that's a fact. Because like I said, we had a farm, and we had a 835 verse, 935 verse. Or no, it was a 975 versatile, and then mine was the 835. That's the one I drove most of the time. We had a 1086 and a couple of 966s. We had John Deere combines and, you know, versatile swathers. You know, but I tell you, if they ever saw me driving like this, I'd be in trouble. Yep, I found that, Joe. I didn't notice it in the beginning. I actually just noticed it after probably fighting with it for about 40 minutes. I could not get a straight line going to save my life. But now that we've got that I found the toggle mode, we're all good. And we're getting close to being done. We're cutting. And then it'll just be grabbing my favorite Riptide picker-upper machine, and yeah, it's a little cheaty, but it holds a lot, and we can get done some of this a little quicker. Because it does something that you can't get in FS22. I never found the mod for it anyway, but the extender for your pickup, so that your pickup on your I can't think of what the hell I'm talking about, but the pickups, some of the pickups are a little narrow when you're trying to pick up grass or swaths, and it makes the pickups a little wider so that you're not missing when you're baling and picking up the grass and stuff. I wish I could remember what that machine was called. I'll know when I go to get it, but it's drawing a blank. I want to say a Forge pickup, but I know I'm wrong. We never used them on the farm. We just did bales if we dropped straw. Like, we didn't do silage or any of that stuff on the farm. We were strictly grain and cattle. and pigs. What is it called? Forage wagons. So on a forage wagon, you've got your pickup. And some of those pickups are really narrow, even on the balers. There's not a mod that I found for 22 that extends the pickup path. And I don't know how to do it. So instead of being like just to pick up a swath and you got to be dead on it, you can be a little bit off and it still picks it up. Well, thank you, Muddy. Thank you very much. But yeah, so on some you can get where you can adjust your width from to 5 meters or 3 meters or whatever for the balers and the forge wagons. But I've never found a mod in 22 for that. So I know there's one in 25, but not in 22. And yes, I do have a delay. I believe my delay is set to supposed to be 5-second delay, but the delay it's showing me on my OBS overlay is they're running 7 seconds. But yeah, I hate when I forget the name of a machine and it won't come to me. GameJoy released a variable pickup width for 22? Oh, I'm gonna have to go and find that because I've never seen it. Is it in the mod hub for 22, or was it on an itch page or something? Just so I know where I'm going to go and find it. Okay, I'm going to have to go and find that. Because I know Chris and Riley did one like that too. It's on Mod Hub. Okay. I am going to go to Mod Hub. Go to FS22 and... Okay. B. Okay. Mod Hub. FS22. It is variable pickup. I don't know why my cap locks is on. There it is, right there. Okay. Download it, and I will throw it into the system later tonight. Forge wagons, sweet. Pickup headers, stone pickers. Bonus pickup 2 meters. Extended pickup of 4 meters. Yeah, see, like, I think a 2 meter to 4 meter pickup would be perfect. Okay, well, that's perfect. We got it. We're good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it there, gaming. I've got it now, and I will get it installed. Because, like I said, I just use one made by Papa Smurf that's got great big wing arms on it, so you can do like 4 or 5 at a time. That's the one I usually use. Okay, Muddy, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And thanks for the sub and, you know, joining the Discord and everything. That's much appreciated. Well, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Yeah, I'll definitely be installing that pack later on today. Because that's one of the reasons I use the so-called cheater forge wagon, is because if you're not right on top of it, sometimes you miss a bunch. And this one here, it's got windrows on the side, and it just picks up everything for a 3 and 4 swath width. So it just makes pickup a lot easier, and it holds like 10 billion liters. Yes, it's overkill, but I still use it. I use it quite often, only because I hate when you miss picking up with the forge wagons and stuff and balers. And to me, it sucks that you got to go over and be dead on. Yeah, in real life, you got to be dead on too. I get it. But this is a video game. We're supposed to have fun with it. Right? Well, we just about got these 2 fields mowed out. Question is how much are we going to get out of these 2 fields? I'm not sure. It'd be great if we got over 572,000, because that's what we got out of the first 2 fields. But I think with the trees and stuff, these are smaller fields. Not positive on that, but we'll see. You should have seen when I was plowing those fields. I did it off camera, but I was using that International because we didn't have any money. All I had was the plow in the International. And that International, trying to plow those fields, it took me forever. I'm not gonna lie, it probably took me about 3.5 hours. It was brutal. But I wasn't gonna make somebody sit here for 3.5 hours watching me create fields. I figured it was easier to create the field, bring you in, let you watch me lime it, and take the loan and get some better equipment. You know, just a little more content friendly. Oh, you know what? This year has not been bad. I think it's because we've had so much rain and our humidity is through the roof for Alberta. The flies haven't been bad this year. But yeah, I hate when flies get in the house. And then they sit on your monitor and, you know, they walk all over your keyboard and, you know. And they're just nasty little critters in the first place. Oh, is this the end of it? I think it may be. And then that spot by that tree that I missed. And that little spot, and believe it or not, we are done with the mowing. Oh, all right. Yeah, some of them are like that. It's not fun. I hear you. Okay, so we own that. The next one I think we're gonna buy would probably be this one, and then this one. But that's for later. That ain't right now. I don't have an extra $160,000 laying around right now. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's get that out of there. All right. Forge wagons, where are you? $2.5 million liters. I don't care about anything else. We're only leasing it. I know it's ugly without painting it. It's not like damn near the toothpaste tractor color from old DJ Goham. All right. Do. And yes, it is cheaty. I know. You don't have to tell me. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Surprised you didn't try the Miyagi chopstick trick. Excuse me. Thank you, Hathos. I appreciate it. Trust me. As many watch hours as I can get right now, the better. Closing in, but I'm still nowhere near enough. But it'll come with time. I'm not worried about it. But every available watch hour that I get helps me out, and I appreciate it. But now that I'm got OBS up and running and actually working proper, I am going to talk with one of the guys and get Botrix and everything set up in it so that we can have a little more fun. I can get a few things set up where it shows everybody's channels and everything. So bear with me, it's coming. I just want to make sure that, you know, OBS doesn't cause me any issues. And so far, since we figured how to actually get it to let me stream instead of just make, like, I mean, I could make videos coming no problem. Video after video after video I could make, but it would not let me go live. And I had to do everything through Streamlabs. But now that we've got OBS figured out, I'm back up to streaming at 1440p. It's holding steady. And next trick is Botrix. Once I get enough watch hours, I will start doing little things for community members and stuff like that. Again, I will never have my own Discord. I run strictly through Gamers Paradise. That's the only Discord that you'll ever catch anything. I've joined a lot of people's Discords, and I'm in their Discords, of course. But actually having my own Discord, no. No, it's always going to be me running through Gamers Paradise. Yes, Hathos, I'm sticking to OBS over Streamlabs. I have less problems so far, and Streamlabs will not let me have anything more than 1080p. So I like to have 1440p at least, You know, for those that can watch in 1440, it's great. But when they've got the availability and I'm only doing 1080 maxed out, you know, I get it. Not everybody has 1440, but YouTube will put it to whatever their screen can handle. So, yeah. Also, I've noticed that OBS is way less of a stream hog or resource hog than Streamlabs. My computer runs a lot smoother on OBS than on Streamlabs. My resource allocation is way less. But yeah, now that things are working properly, we're getting way more engagement with my streams. I got to start doing little things. You know, some guys have those gambling games and stuff. I want to be able to just quick key on my stream deck so that I can bring up different people's YouTubes, different people's Discords, you know, to give to the community like they've given to me over time. You know, and those little things help. It helps everybody grow. It helps everybody get out there, get into the algorithms. Okay, Hathos, have a good night. I appreciate it. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I thought it was a plugin. Again, I don't have a ton of people here where I live that do gaming and stuff and YouTube that I can get help with things. And, you know, I'm one of those people, you got to show me 3 or 4 times before I really figure it out. So now that I've got more, I'll definitely have more help with OBS than I had with Streamlabs. More people use OBS that I talk to on a regular basis. So, and so, see, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So I have to learn all that stuff to make it work. Unfortunately, I can build a computer. Don't ask me how to put programs and stuff and make it all work together. I can build them, but getting what program to work with this and do that and everything else, I watch YouTube to try and learn it. And then if somebody I know is proficient with it, I get them to sit down with me and say, okay, so follow my directions on screen, and we'll do it through Discord so I can watch their screen and, you know, learn that way. Because I learn better watching somebody than trying to get it explained to me, if that makes sense. Well, we're at 500,000 liters already. So I think these 2 fields, if we might get about the same out of these 2 fields. 572 is what we got out of the other 2. So I'm curious to see what these ones will bring. Now, granted, this had trees and stuff. Well, so did the other one. So, I don't know if we're gonna double it or not, or get more or not. But we'll see. It's looking like we might beat it. You know, we might be at about 6.5 by the time we're all done. Don't know. Because yeah, I think we're going to be about 6 with this one. You know, 25,000 extra is 25,000 extra. I'll take it. Because in January, when we can sell silage, you know, that's 25,000 extra liters is a lot of money. So gotta get out of this $1 million hole. Ouch! That was a tree. I thought I missed it. Guess not. Come on. Well, we're at 600, so that's we're 615, so we're 35 over what we got. So we may, I'm gonna say we're gonna get about 6.5. All said and done, I figure 6.5. $640. No, we might get a little more than that. Well, beat the 640. All right, just a little bit more right here. And we got 677,000. So 105,000 more liters than we did from the other two fields. That's pretty good. That's going to add up. And I think, like I said, I'm going to put some of that into here so that it doesn't all get made into silage, because if we get sheep, we need grass. Not that we're not gonna get more. Okay, how much grass is in there? Say grass. 78,000 liters. I think that's enough. That still leaves us 600,000 liters going into our production. Escape productions. All right. So we got 887,000 silage so far, plus another 600,000 is going to go in there, which means what's silage worth? Not a whole lot, I know that. Farm shop, they'll buy it for $319, but they'll sell it for $769. You dirty guys. Just nothing right with that. So it says at the moment we have $284,000 in silage, but 600,000 still has to be made. So we're at a start. Leasing, you go away. Don't need you no more. Okay, let's turn you off. Let's jump over to the old other tractor here. Bring you home. Oh, I got a lot of trees to cut down. Yeah, we might have to retire this little guy. Let's give him a bath. Give the cedar a bath too. Now let's put this away. Okay, that's great. Gaming, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You know, it's nice to see some of the bigger streamers and stuff out there when they swing in, and you know, guys with major farm sim knowledge, and they come join and hang out. It's much appreciated. I really appreciate you swinging in. You have yourself a great night, and like I said, I appreciate you giving me the mod for 22 that I had no idea existed. So now I've got that. Next stream I'll add it in. That way I've got a few more items I can play with. And barbecue. Turn that down. And I think we're going to shut her down here pretty soon anyway. So I'm going to check out the store, see if there's anything new. Where's that truck the last? Oh, no. Now we got a logging trailer. It's not a bad price, but I'm not spending the money. Just not doing it. Not doing it at all. That's the tractor we have already. Transport bag. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything we're gonna buy. I need to save the money. Still need a trailer too. I don't know why I bought that semi truck, because I guess I needed a trailer, but I don't know. Did I really need it? No, but it was on sale and it looked cool, and it's a truck from SnowRunner. So I bought it. Oh. So I think time to come in here, sit by the old fire. What do we got left? Okay, so we got 78,000 grass, 47 lime, 8,000 seeds, 10,000 fertilizer. So I think we'll be all right for a little while. I hope. Next, I think, is a whole lot of plowing, which should be fun, because we'll turn those 2 fields into actual grass fields instead of meadow grass, where we can look after them and get even more grass. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody that's joined us today. This is where we're going to call it. Gaming, Farmer Donkey, Hathos, Muddy Farmer, Jen Texas Cutie, everybody that stopped in today said hello. Basti McNasty, you know what? You guys are the best. You kept the chat going. You kept me talking. Appreciate it. You guys all have a great night. JD out. Peace.